Welcome back. You're watching Republic TV and I'm Sakal Bhatt. Well, does a superstar status or a fakedom actually justify any Rajya Sabha members bunking the parliament on regular basis just because you're a superstar? That's the question Republic is raising today. We are talking about Sachin Tendulkar, Master Blaster Sachin Tendulkar, whose attendance in Rajya Sabha so far has been seen just 7%. Sachin Tendulkar is in the eye of the storm for reasons which are not really very good. Questions have been raised in the upper house of the parliament. Questions have been raised in Rajya Sabha over his poor attendance and also zero participation in the house's proceedings, whether they are debates, whether they are discussions, whether they are moving bills. In fact, and after all of that, just a day ago, when cutting across party lines, we picked some reactions questioning his consistent bunking of parliament. Today, he was spotted in parliament. And now first, before we take the story forward, we have some reactions coming in on this story. Amit Shah, BJP President Amit Shah, let's see what he has to say on this.
देखिए, जो मनोनीत सदस्य होते हैं उनको अपने अपने क्षेत्र में योगदान के आधार पर उनको मनोनीत किया जा सकता है। अब इस पर मैं ज्यादा टिप्पणी नहीं करना चाहता। संसद पे इस पर ठीक बहस हुई।
All right. So it's about Sachin Tendulkar, and also some questions have been raised about Rekha, Sinister Rekha's absence from parliamentary proceedings from her Rajya Sabha. Well, the fact of the matter is that Naresh Agarwal, amongst other politicians, Naresh Agarwal from Samajwadi Party has even demanded his resignation, as well as that of Rekha. Now, today the Master Blaster chose to show up, make a guest appearance in Rajya Sabha. We can play that for you. But the fact remains that if you talk about Sachin Tendulkar, his average attendance since becoming a Rajya Sabha member is a dismal 7%. That too with zero participation in debates and discussions. 17.
देखिए, जो मनोनीत सदस्य होते हैं उनको अपने अपने क्षेत्र में योगदान के आधार पर उनको मनोनीत किया जा सकता है। अब इस पर मैं ज्यादा टिप्पणी नहीं करना चाहता। संसद पे इस पर ठीक बहस हुई। देखिए, जो मनोनीत सदस्य होते हैं उनको अपने अपने क्षेत्र में योगदान के आधार पर उनको मनोनीत किया जा सकता है। अब इस पर मैं ज्यादा टिप्पणी नहीं करना चाहता। संसद पे इस पर
So BJP President, they are saying that those who are nominated members should contribute, must contribute reasonably, because if they are part of the upper house, they need to be part of it substantially by contributing. My colleague Shivani joins me for more on this. Well, Shivani, the fact that just because you're a superstar, does it really justify your absence from the upper house? The fact is that Sachin Tendulkar, Master Blaster, who has zillions of fans across the globe, is this going to go well with the nation? 0% participation in debates, discussions, and just 7% attendance in Rajya Sabha.
Well, Sakal, this isn't the first time that questions have been raised on Sachin Tendulkar's low performance in Rajya Sabha. This question had in fact arisen a few months ago as well, last year. And this is a perennial question that is asked of celebrities from various fields of arts and sports who are nominated to the upper house, because these are nominations at the end of the day. Remember, they're not elected members. So this is a question that is raised repeatedly, and of course no one can say that if there is a member who sits in the upper house that their attendance should be low and that they should not participate in debates and discussions and as far as the legislation work is concerned. Sachin Tendulkar, of course, is not the only one, not the only celebrity who gets attacked repeatedly. As you mentioned, there's actress Rekha as well, and there have been other celebrities in the past as well. Questions against whom have been raised for not taking Rajya Sabha seriously enough. So at the end of the day, I think this is a question which is a larger one. That when you nominate individuals who have their careers or who have other things going on the side, who are not politicians, so as to speak, who are legends from various fields of arts, literature, cinema and sports, then what should be the bare minimum criteria for them to be nominated and for them to remain Rajya Sabha members? Should there be a cutoff, and should there be a bare minimum that they absolutely have to do? Of course, questions have been raised even on politicians. Many examples like Rahul Gandhi in the past has been under attack for not being in the house enough. So when politicians themselves are often under attack for not giving time, then one wonders how they can raise questions on those who are actually professionals from other fields. So this is a larger question that the parliament in its wisdom together should decide on.
Shivani, but the fact remains that how is Sachin Tendulkar going to really justify it? Because fine, you're the master blaster, you enjoy the popularity, the zillions of fans who really look up to you, you've represented the country globally, you've brought laurels, but at the end of the day, you know, at the upper house, this is most prestigious. You haven't really taken it seriously. 78% is the required attendance, and when we talk about master blaster, it's just 7%. The worrisome fact maybe, could this be for Sachin Tendulkar, because there are demands for his resignation from some political quarters like Samajwadi Party, Shivani.
Right, so the onus obviously is on Sachin Tendulkar to make sure his attendance is good and to make sure that he participates enough, because it is an extremely prestigious, honorable, but also an extremely big responsibility to be nominated to Rajya Sabha. Any individual and every individual should take care of that. But one also wonders if Sachin Tendulkar often becomes a soft target for politicians. Like I said, this isn't the first time that questions have been raised on Sachin Tendulkar's attendance. These questions were raised a few years ago as well. So there is no denying that every individual must be answerable for their participation in the House. And how to fix that? Because there are precedents before Sachin Tendulkar and there could be after him as well. The question is, how do you fix this problem? Should there be not some sort of a criteria that you have to fulfill if you have to remain
you have covered,
in Rajya Sabha as a
Shivani,
nominated
very
candidate?
briefly, Shivani, you've covered sports. You have covered sports. You've covered, in fact, I'm sure you've had the opportunity to interact with the Master Blaster himself. Do you think he's going to react to this? Do you think what kind of reactions it's really going to evoke? I'm not talking about from the political quarters. They could be motivated, but generally from his fans. How is it panning out in the social media and other reactions that you're picking up?
There are both sides on social media for sure, as is the case for every issue, Sakal. So obviously there are many who ask the question why Sachin Tendulkar should not be present in Rajya Sabha more. Like I said, there is absolutely no justification for that. But then there is a provision to nominate some professionals from other fields. Even though he is retired, he of course has, you know, his interests elsewhere. He's actually a big social worker as well. He, does a lot of social work in far-off villages that he's also known for. So Sachin Tendulkar in the past has always steered clear of controversies. That has been the one running theme of his cricket career, but also post-cricket career. This question, I remember, if I'm not wrong, but roughly in the area of 2 years ago, this question was also raised, against him. So it is just a matter of, how he feels his responsibility is in the Rajya Sabha. He doesn't often react to such controversies, but as you said, Naresh Agarwal raised it yesterday. Today he was there. We'll have to just wait and see if he responds. His die-hard fans are going to stay his die-hard fans.
There.
There's no taking away from that.
He was there
but
today.
There are people, of course,
he was there today. He was there today,
Shivani.
Yes, he was there today, and we can see, we are weaving those visuals. He visibly looks unhappy, if I can use that word. Sachin Tendulkar sitting in upper house. Although he chose to come today, but Rekha is still missing. Even if Sachin Tendulkar has 7% attendance in the Rajya Sabha to back his candidature in the upper house, Rekha is still missing. What reactions are we picking up on that, Shivani?
Right, so similar reactions coming in. Like I said, as Naresh Agarwal also said in his conversation to Republic, and many other responses that we are getting, the question is always going to be raised that if you are nominated to such a prestigious position, should you not contribute with greater attendance and actually participate in the debates and in the discussions that go on, bring issues of your importance, to the floor of the House, Sachin could do that for sports, Rekha could do that for her field, which is cinema and arts and theatre. But we see that often celebrities who get nominated do not take it too seriously. The Rajya Sabha nomination for artists and sports athletes and other professionals, it seems, has become more a matter of prestige than actually participating in the House.
But it cannot be taken just on the on those grounds. If these Sachin Tendulkars and Rekhas, they have all the time for endorsements, commercials, guest appearance, events, etc. Why not for their own parliament? You know, that's the bigger question. Shivani, what do you think? What are you picking up reactions, if I may ask, from the sporting fraternity? How is it going to be viewed from those who are from the same discipline, from sporting fraternity, from his own contemporaries across different sports?